how was that match versus Vitaly? Let's start with the.
Well, he was a lot stronger than I was thinking. On that day, I was feeling great. I warmed up and was feeling no pain. Was feeling great, and I went for the win. Just Vitaly was very, very strong. I didn't expect that.
I think you worked a lot on your grip, so you can contain him.
Yes,
So you
my,
at least keep him with a straight wrist, not curling, but
just
you.
my fingers and wrist was not strong enough. Even after that, when everybody thinks that he let me pull in hook, it wasn't hook. He was still
Still back pressure.
back pressure on my wrist and fingers. Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure even if in hook I would beat him, because what I felt was really scary. He was very, very dominant that day.
Yeah, that was a completely different Vitaly that you used to pull. No? Yeah. What was the weight difference? It was like 30 kilos?
About 30 kilos, yes. I was 105, he was 135, not sure.
Okay. So, yeah, it's a big difference, but it's you're always you don't care. You love to take on challenge.
It's my choice to pull there.
Yeah.
Just I didn't expect such a power.
Yeah. It's the internet always makes excuses. It's like when Levin beat Dave, everyone's like, yeah, Dave was smaller. Yeah, you think he didn't know that before he took the match? That was his choice. Everyone's acting like it's not. It's like, well, you have to pull him. No, it's your choice. You can say no always.
Yes.
But yeah, I think you still have good matchups in that top 8. Maybe Vitaly is just. I think he just hit another stratosphere.
I believe Vitaly and Levan are above everyone else there.
Yeah, it sure feels like that. I think they, when they will have another match, maybe Vitaly comes on top.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, it's all good. So I wanted to start with this. How did you get into arm wrestling? How old you were, and how was your first experience in arm wrestling?
I was 17, and I was the strongest in school and wanted to try myself in competition. Checked on the internet, saw that there's national championships. Went there, became third with right, fourth with left. And I just fell in love with the sport, and I said that one day I will be the best in the sport.
And you have been best few times.
Yes, but the thing is that when I became world champion, I said the next step is absolute champion.
Yeah.
Still searching for this one.
Still hunting for that. Yeah.
Yes, still hunting.
Yeah. So in a lot of people are gifted, and I would say you were very gifted in the sport because at 17, your first tournament, and then a year later you were the champion, of Bulgaria. So
the thing is that most people don't realize what the talent is, because for example, I was lifting some weights in my home, let's say 3 kilos, 5 kilos, but I was curling biceps, shoulders. I was doing in home since I was 6 or 7 years old. And when we reached the age of 14, when I started to go to the fitness club, it's me who is already 6, 7, 8 years lifting weights in home, and another kid who didn't lift anything. And then they say, you're so much stronger than him, you have talent. But what talent is when you already lived 6 years and the other guy didn't?
Yeah, I think Kobe said it, like, basketball player Kobe, he said, like, you have to wake up at 4, you do your training, you go to another training, blah, blah. So every day you do one more training than everyone else. In few years, you're few years ahead of everyone else. So everyone has to do a lot of work to catch up. And
Yes.
yeah.
You cannot train as everybody else and expect to be better than them.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you want to be better, you should do something more.
Yeah. You should push yourself more. And yeah. And the Bulgarian method is exactly that. It's pushing yourself way harder than anyone else. So explain to me right now how, like, I know you train a lot of guys. Yeah. You have your club. How is the training? How many times a week, how many times a day, all that. Just if someone comes to your club, what will they expect?
Depends how old are the people who come. For example, if they're kids, I mean kids like 12 years old, in the beginning I will let them lift weights.
Just to get strong. Just to get strong.
If I have the time to stick to every two children and explain to them all the time what they should do on the table, they don't need weights. But I don't have the time and the wish to explain to everyone what to do, because there are so many examples. They come here and I explain, and after 3 months they're gone. And after that, new guys. And I explain it again, and after 2-3 months they're gone.
Yeah.
You get tired of that, and that's why now when new kids come here to my club, and in the beginning, the first few months, I let them lift weights and see how serious they are. And after that, I start to teach them arm wrestling. But now, for example, me and a few other guys who are training seriously for years, we pull every day, 2 times a day now. Maybe 1 day in the week we rest. Let's say that it is about 4 hours a day arm wrestling. And in the mornings, I lift the weights or I do pull-ups for another 20-30 minutes.
So it's a big volume of training for you.
Yes. And sometimes when I go to training, I speak with the other guys and we say, okay, let's today to try this and this exercise to see how strong we are. But not every day. That's 2-3 times a week, let's say.
Yeah. I think there's the thing that like first of all, like when you said about, when someone comes, you put your energy in them, and 3 months later they're gone. Just, when I started training people, it was exactly the same thing. Now I said, like, you have to prove to me that you want to get better, that you're doing this serious. Otherwise, I'm not even coming close to you. You have to watch, you have to learn on yourself. But if I see the commitment, then we're in.
Exactly.
Yeah, because more people quit than finish. Arm wrestling is hard.
A lot more.
Yeah, arm wrestling is very hard. When you get that first tournament, your arms hurt and you didn't get a single pin, like, damn it, Yeah. But if
your arms start to hurt not on your first tournament, on the first training.
First training, yeah. First hard table practice. First time you really want to win. That's when it comes in. Yes. Yeah. But like the training volume and so when you do, you say sometimes you will test your max. When you do that, you're never fresh. You're always, you just had 2 training sessions and it's not something that you
sometimes I have 1 day rest.
It's nothing. It's sometimes it's even worse when you have a hard training session, the next day taking off, everything starts healing and then you rip it open again. But yeah.
But you gain strength when you train, when you're tired, not when you are fresh.
Yeah. I think you build resilience here and on your arms, just pushing through when it's hard.
Need that.
Yeah, that's arm wrestling. And this is this is sometimes, you will have got like, if you go to Bulgaria on a random week when there's no tournament and you will pull with guys, most times some guys will feel like, oh, they're not as strong, but because they don't rest.
Yeah.
Everyone's tired, but everyone's same tired. And sometimes
Yeah.
someone who has rested comes in and just blasts through everyone,
Yes, it's different.
Yeah.
But if you train more and more and more, you get used to it.
Yeah.
And every day you're tired, but you're not so much lower than your max. You're close to that max, even if you're tired.
Even if you're tired, yeah. Because I think the Bulgarian system teaches you how to arm wrestle, like really, because that's most of the things you do, guys. And this is why some of your guys like Borzidar has such amazing technique. Even Sasha is just so so tricky and so strong. You yourself, and it comes from that.
Of course, I teach them. Of course,
exactly. So, how did you saw RVJ versus Sasha? Did you expect it to go any other way?
This is what I expected. What happened?
Yeah,
I believe RVJ may trouble more Haji because of the style.
And they're bigger, both bigger, so they don't have to come down. Yeah.
Just because of the style, because Haji is not that good against top rollers. He's extremely good against hook pullers, but against top rollers, still I believe Haji would win, but RVJ has better chances against Haji than Sasha.
Sasha told me he was in the best shape of his life. He said he took a little injury to his chest, but he said he was never felt stronger.
With me 2 weeks before the competition.
Yeah.
And, he was beating me so bad on that training that
you use both arms.
Yeah, I was using both arms, and I was still feeling him very strong.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering after the COVID. Last month I passed through it, and I realized now that my strength was maybe about 20% down after the COVID. And now soon will be 1 month, and but now I'm almost where I want to be. Slowly recovering.
Because like you were struggling a bit. You had like high temperature and everything else.
Yes, for about 10 days. 10, and I lost 8 kilos in 10 days.
That's big, yeah. Because
yes,
I had
96.
96.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm 100. Now 100.
You're just calling Igor. I'm up to 95. You can put me there.
But the thing is that I was 104 or 5, but I was very fat. Now I'm 100 and look a lot better.
Lost a little belly. Yeah, the COVID, sometimes it messes you. Like I had it 2000 last year, December. It was very mild. Like I wouldn't notice if I wouldn't done COVID test. So it was just, but my strength went down 50%. And it didn't come back up until April. I went to the gym, I take dumbbell. I'm like, never felt heavier.
Really?
Yeah. I was really, really down. I feel now, I'm like, okay, now I'm back to where I was, a little bit stronger. So it's good. It's weird. Yeah. We heard Aleniko is out of that. And I heard Prudnik got COVID too. And yeah, I don't think it's inevitable. I think everyone will get it at some point. Yeah. Yeah. But let's move to nicer subjects.
Yes.
We have talked about this in previous, like John Brzenk is back. How do you look at that? And are you happy? Are you worried? Or
I'm amazed what he's doing. Really, I'm amazed what he's doing at this age. And the thing is that all the time he said that his shoulder is bothering him. But what he did with Kachan, you cannot do that if your shoulder is not good, man. Maybe he has some ache ages there, but what he did was just amazing with Kachan. Just amazing and very nice to watch.
Yeah, I think it's inspiration for us,
Of course.
Yeah, you don't think
Pleasure to watch.
you don't think you're 40, 50 and you're over. You're like, no, I still can do this, run back. Even Svetan became national champ this year, yeah.
Yes, but I don't count that because he played too much. If someone wins with King's move, I don't count that in my head.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Engin would get angry because you called it a King's move.
Just I don't want to think, and this is the easiest to. Everyone is talking about this way, and that's why I said it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. You have always been very outspoken that you don't like the King's move, and we had some discussions about Devon. How do you did you enjoy how Devon was arm wrestling in King of the Table?
Yes, I was very happy to see that. And when he won that match, I said, yes, the arm wrestling won today.
Yeah, because you said you got kind of mad at him when he started using King's move. You're like, this is bullshit.
Yes, because he's the most famous guy in our sport and very bad about our sport. This is what I think.
Yeah. So, I don't know how much because you switched to PAL, not WAF. How is Bulgarian arm wrestling looking in the times of COVID? Is more interest, less interest, or
Actually, the last 3, 4, 5 years, the arm wrestling is in Bulgaria going down. It's because I believe it's because they don't show it on the TV. In the last years, I mean, when I started competing, they were showing on the Bulgarian national TV program, sports program, they were showing arm wrestling very often. And in Bulgaria, people knew about arm wrestling. I was recognizable in most of the cities. But now they don't show arm wrestling and the interest is going down.
So you think, yeah,
we still have some good competitors, but the total numbers that are going to the nationals are down.
Very weird, because everywhere else it's the opposite, I would say, for us. But I think it's just internet, people, Devon, Larry.
Yes, but the thing is that in the other countries, you never had arm wrestling on the TV before. And we had it. Now we don't have it. And
yeah, that makes sense. I ask this to everyone, and everyone has a little bit different answer. Why do you love arm wrestling?
That's a interesting question. Echo, do you hear me?
Yeah. I'm here. I'm just listening.
Yeah. I don't know. I have always loved the strength sports. And I love the tension when you're on the table, the adrenaline. I don't know. I just feel great when I'm on the table and when I'm pulling. I cannot describe it. It just feels amazing.
Try to describe it. What the feelings?
My heart is going fast. I'm focusing just what should I do. I'm trying to imagine just which fingers I should curl, how should I use my biceps and my shoulder, where should I put my elbow, and just trying to do it very fast immediately after the goal. And I'm imagining this in my head when I'm going to the table. And what I love most of arm wrestling is the long match. to win a long match, this is what is the best feeling.
Yeah, I agree. I'm 100% with you there. Yeah.
Nothing better than this to win a war in our.
Yeah. Sometimes you will feel satisfied when you just blast through everyone, but when you don't get tested, it's and like Giannis is saying, he said like if you lose a long match, you lost, or a super match in a long super match.
Yeah.
You lost it on technicality because strength was putting you there. You just wanted to be more technical. And this is where, like you said, just thinking about the fingers and cupping and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone has different answer why they love arm wrestling. And for me, it's the combination of a lot of things. And, it's that part where we kind of are in a fight, but no one's going to get hit except Devon.
Yes. Yeah.
What you thought about that? I thought Devon is crazy and he will do everything to promote arm wrestling.
I thought that this is extremely risky, because you can get killed there.
Yeah, but he was getting shot for 20 years, like almost every day. So I think for him, the adrenaline, he needs that adrenaline and the challenge.
In my eyes, I will think like extremely risky thing, but very good for arm wrestling.
I think so too. Yeah, I thought I sent him a message. I'm like, you're crazy, but this is great.
But actually, what he did, he did good in my eyes. He managed to hit Thor 1-2 times.
Yeah.
It was nice to watch.
Yeah. I expected to end in like 2 minutes, and it ended in 2 minutes. I'm like, good.
I was expecting the same thing. Just I was not expecting Devon to hit Thor.
Yeah.
I underestimated him a bit.
Yeah, well, you have good knowledge. You have pulled almost everyone. Like the Devon that we saw in Dubai, that was really focused, big, strong Devon. Do you think he has any chance versus Vitaly or Levin, in your opinion?
I don't know how stronger he was, or if he was stronger at all. He was bigger for sure, but I know that not every time bigger means stronger. From what I felt, I say no, but I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, Devon can do when he's focused. I don't think he was that focused at the Dennis match, and I don't know if that would even change something, in training and getting big. But I still would love to see that match. I think arm wrestling world needs to see that match, and then that would settle all the debates. All the internet trolls. Engen would be so free. He's like, yes, finally it's over.
When I think about this, I'm wondering if Devon has more chance against Levan or against Vitaly. Not sure against who he has better chances.
Yeah, one has super strong hand. The other one has super strong arm. I think Levan has everything, but if needed, he can do almost everything. I think dealing with Levan's hand might be a little easier for Devon than dealing with Vitaly's hand, just because of the style.
Yes, not sure, but I believe that right now Vitaly and Levan are above everyone else.
Yeah. What was your most satisfying win in arm wrestling?
So far, it's the win over Arsene Lipiev in Brazil.
That was a big and crazy match. Yeah. And,
Mm-hmm.
and that wasn't the first time you guys pulled. It was like, in a final, I think second or.
He beat me 2008 Istanbul. After that, 2011 again.
Mm-hmm.
So I was chasing that win about 3-4 years.
Mm. Yeah, that was that's everyone who hasn't seen it. Go Arsendev, Krasimir Kostadinov. You'll see some fireworks there. Yeah. Plus, he basically you ended his career.
Kind of.
Yeah, but you have a lot of like these long matches. And I have talked with Frode, and Frode always he will try to make a match longer if possible. Do you do it or intentionally? Because sometimes it looks like you could win.
2015 in Malaysia, in the fight, I pulled against Evgeny Lukyanov.
Mhm.
In the qualification, I flashed him. And in the final, I was thinking, okay, I will just go in my position and look at him and beat him. But I couldn't do it. It was war what happened after that.
Yeah, I remember that match. Yeah, yeah. So you just
So,
kind of end up there.
yeah, but usually I don't do it intentionally. This is what happens.
Yeah. So a lot of guys will ask, like, when someone, some arm wrestlers, they one time flash pin and they meet in the final and it's a war. And I was like, you're playing or toying. And sometimes it's just a small difference the other guy makes that you didn't make, and you get in.
For example, in Bulgaria, in Belgradchik, when I put Sasho in the qualification, I managed to flash him. But in the final, he stopped me. And that it was actually, when I watch it, honestly, maybe this is my best match ever. I mean, the most interesting match.
Yeah. You were in different positions there. You're working.
Yeah.
Sasha just holding on for dear life. He's like,
Yeah, the thing is that he was stronger in that competition than me. I was not feeling so well. My pronation wasn't working so good. And I believe he could win that match if he managed to change a little bit the things, the way he pulls. But he was just doing one thing, and I was trying different things and managed to win that match. And after the match, I was like, I'm not happy because Sasha is troubling, giving me troubles. He was still very young. He was 18 years old or 19, not sure. And I was not happy with this, but I was so happy that I won that match. I was like, so nice.
I don't think a lot of people understand how strong Sasha is in a hook,
Mm-hmm.
With that small hand, you cannot win by leverage. It's very hard to win. You get kind of very, very stuck there. And the match that everyone's talking about, that should happen is Todzilla versus Sasha under 95 or something. Or even you and Todzilla. That's what everyone's,
I was supposed to pull Todzilla actually, but Turkish Federation is with WAF.
Oh, yeah.
And they said that I cannot pull, but supposed to pull Hutchins, and I want that very bad. I hope that this match will happen because I really would like to pull Hutchins one more time, at least.
Maybe somewhere else, maybe on a neutral position where there's Buff and Paul is not involved or something like that. But yeah, it's in right now, like he has the crown of the best side pressure, but I think you are very close, and I think Sasha is very close.
What I can say is that just pure side pressure, Todd is the king. Sasha is close there, but not. He's using a lot more his back pulling,
and
more wrist. and me even more wrist
Yeah.
and more biceps and pronation.
Mm. But if that match happens, there wouldn't be any top rolls.
I'm not sure actually, because I was thinking, should I pull him just in hook or top roll him? Because I believe that I can top roll him, but I was thinking like, if I top roll him, what? Many people did that.
Yeah, I think that the real challenge is to beat him in a hook, in a deep hook war. If you can beat him there, that's impressive. Because like you said, a lot of people top roll him.
As Dave Chaffee did, this was really amazing.
Yeah. Todd said that Dave Chaffee was the one. He was the one who had a lot of side pressure. Yeah, it's so interesting, the techniques that we have, and everyone knows it's better chances to try to beat Tadzilla in top roll, and people still try hook him. Yeah.
The thing is that depends what kind of hook. For example, Rustam Babayev knows how to just going down, going through his biceps, not through the side pressure. Because you're trying to beat him as I tried 2012. My hook is not effective against Hutchins. For Hutchins, you need to go down, not using so much pronation, going down through his biceps or top roll him. What I'm doing usually is not effective against him.
Yeah,
that's why if I have match against him, I need to change a little bit my training.
A little bit more of tricep pressing at the start.
Yes.
Just trying to press him down. Yeah, not to the side.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like he and Jerry had a match, and same thing. The problem stylistically, Jerry is coming like this, and Todd is doing this. So he just went under like 2 times, and he tried to top roll. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Todd biceps is not that strong, but his side pressure is amazing.
Yeah, and like he's not a young fellow too, and he's been pulling. Yeah,
he's 55.
Yeah, it's crazy, I don't know any other sport when you can really be at the top of your game, when everyone still like consider you the best, at that year, I'm very interested in, like, imagine if John beats Zaluyev. I think Zaluyev is the favorite, clear favorite, but imagine if John beats Zaluyev. That would be like what?
I'm almost sure this will happen actually.
Oh,
I believe that John don't have good chance against Sasha or against me, but against Zoloev he has good chances.
If he tries to top roll or tries to hook him,
no matter what, I don't see Haji winning over John.
Interesting. But imagine that, then John is 4 decades at the top of the game, maybe not the best in that weight, but where else can you go?
To beat John, you must have iron wrist. Iron wrist you need. No matter if you're going hook or top row, you need iron wrist. And I don't think Haji has it.
I'll ask Haji. Haji will explain. I remember in Turkey, I asked him, like,
Haji is the master against hook pullers. He's just master against hook pullers. Extremely strong biceps. His combination of hand control, pronation, biceps, and side pressure is extremely good against hook pullers.
Yeah, but he has improved, since Tautiev beat him and Plumman took him down in Turkey. Then Tautiev beat him next year. He started top rolling more, but it's very hard for him to get inside versus these kind of top rollers.
Yes, this is what I mean.
Yeah, and if he loses the wrist,
because he never had strong triceps.
Mm.
If you want, you're a hook puller and you want to force top rower in hook, you need strong triceps. I mean, this a lot. And Hadji don't have strong triceps. He relies on his biceps mostly and his side pressure.
It's a good match.
I know just one guy who has no triceps and is good against top rowers. Bozhidar.
Boji is amazing. He's just like Vladislav presses so hard. It's like he's so strong there, and he just took it. He's just like he just absorbs the whole power. And in a strap, who said it? Like Mindaugas, hook versus Bozhidar is not a choice. You know, you're gonna end up in a hook. And we're training. We're try our best to, you know, for Vlad to have a strategy. And without the strap, it was kind of work. But you put on a strap, and it's, you know.
Me on the trainings when I was pulling before my match with Vitaly, I was pulling with Sasho, and it was easier for me to top row Sasho than Bozhidar.
Yeah, he's like, you know, what I noticed in a match, a lot of guys, when they go in a hook, they will have like the hand will stay and the elbow will move forward like this. And this is sometimes where the top rollers can get a hit. When Boji goes in, it all moves in the same line. So there's no escaping. So you just like the line, it's like he has like a steel plate or something in here, and it doesn't move and it goes in the same direction.
He's pulling as Todd Hutchins, but with stronger wrist, a lot stronger wrist.
Yeah. And the and also the bicep he can hold. Yeah. I think Boji and Vlad, they will meet, I don't know how many times in the next upcoming years, and they will up each other's levels. You know, Boji is trying to catch Vlad with left, and Vlad is trying to catch Boji with right. And it was really, that was a great match. You know, that was a great match. Absolutely. Yeah, Boji is, in my opinion, the best 80 kilo puller, maybe 85 on the planet. And if I don't know how his arm feels after that war, but if he feels good, he should be able to show it in Europeans and worlds as well.
Actually, even before my match with Vitaly, when I put Bozhidar and Sasho with right, Boji giving me more troubles than Sasho.
Yeah, because he has that sticking point, you know, where he gets and doesn't stop, you know. Very interesting. Yeah, Bulgarians are you know, at top of the game, you know, top of the food chain. It's always, and all of you like to go to war.
Yes.
And Bože is just like, it's the same as you. It's so critical. He comes down. He's like, he just won 6-0. He's like, Vladislav was better. I lost. I'm like, what are you talking about? It was so ugly. He opened me up. I couldn't do nothing. I'm like, yeah, but you won. Yeah, but it was ugly. And he's, you know. Yeah.
Just he was expecting easier win with right.
Yeah, I think so too. And he was expecting to be closer with left. And yeah. But I think, you know, good rivalries like you had with Arsen pushes each other. And you,
of course.
Yeah, and you will hit another level. Yeah. Krasi, I will not take any more of your time. It was awesome to talk with you. Krasi sent me his Krasi Pulley. I will put all the information where you can contact him in description, and a video that I made on his Krasi Pulley system. We have another tool we use in our training, and I recommend everyone who's training at home. Are a lot of people interested in Krasi Pulleys?
Yes, I'm sending.
Yeah. Yes. So while he still has it, send him a message. Get it.
I believe this is the best thing if you don't have training partner.
Because you're training at home. You have a table.
Yes. You can put it in the trunk of the car and go everywhere you want and train everywhere, outside, no matter where.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Krasimir, so much for this. Yeah.
Welcome.
Bye, guys.